Egypt, the heart of ancient civilizations. A land with over 5,000 years of history, inspiring countless cultures throughout the ages. But what if I told you there's a deep connection between the cosmos and ancient Egypt? What if I told you the Egyptians were observing the heavens long before humanity even began exploring the universe? In this video, we'll explore this fascinating connection between Egypt and the stars. From the construction of the pyramids that mirror the stars, to the profound astronomical understanding that guided Egyptian life. Let's journey through time, from the Earth to the stars, and discover how Egypt linked these two realms. Life in ancient Egypt was intimately tied to the Nile. It was not just a source of water, but the very foundation of life itself. Okay, but what made the Egyptians unique was their deep understanding of the celestial forces that influenced their land. The ancient Egyptians didn't rely on seasons as we do today. Instead, they depended on the stars. The sky was their celestial calendar, determining the right time to plant and harvest their crops. The key to this was the star Sirius, or Sopet as it was known in Egyptian mythology. Each year, the heliacal rising of Sirius before dawn marked the annual flooding of the Nile. This event was crucial to the Egyptian agricultural cycle, signaling when the floodwaters would arrive and when it was time to begin planting. Think about it. Without advanced technology, the Egyptians were able to predict one of the most powerful natural events, the flooding of the Nile, simply by observing the stars. This celestial knowledge was the foundation of Egyptian agriculture, and by extension, their civilization. When we look at the pyramids, especially the Great Pyramid of Giza, we don't just see monumental tombs. We see a profound connection to the stars. These grand structures were not simply meant to house the pharaohs' tombs. They were designed to connect the earthly realm to the celestial. Think about it. Without advanced technology, the Egyptians were able to predict one of the most powerful natural events, the flooding of the Nile, simply by observing the stars. This celestial knowledge was the foundation of Egyptian agriculture, and by extension, their civilization. When we look at the pyramids, especially the Great Pyramid of Giza, we don't just see monumental tombs. We see a profound connection to the stars. These grand structures were not simply meant to house the pharaohs' tombs. They were designed to connect the earthly realm to the celestial. The Great Pyramid, for example, is aligned with remarkable precision to the cardinal points. But what's even more fascinating is that the pyramids were aligned with the stars of the constellation Orion, associated with Osiris, the god of the afterlife. Why Orion? The ancient Egyptians believed Osiris resided in this constellation, and by aligning the pyramids with Orion's belt, they symbolically connected the pharaohs' tombs to the heavens, ensuring their souls' passage into the afterlife. It wasn't just the pyramids. The walls of tombs and temples were adorned with celestial imagery. Gods were depicted sailing across the sky in solar boats, and constellations were intricately carved into the stone. The Egyptians saw the stars as more than just distant lights. They were a direct connection to the divine. The Egyptians' ability to align their most sacred monuments with the stars reveals a sophisticated understanding of the cosmos. The pyramids, and other structures like the temples, were designed to create a direct link between the earthly and the divine. The pharaohs weren't just rulers of the land. They were considered divine beings, intermediaries between the gods and the people. Their roles were intimately tied to the cosmos, with the heavens reflecting the pharaoh's divine authority. The pharaohs were thought to be the living embodiment of Horus, the sky god. They were also regarded as the sons of Re, the sun god. The pharaoh's role in society mirrored the daily journey of Re across the sky, ensuring that the cosmic order was maintained. When a pharaoh passed away, their journey was thought to continue into the stars. The tombs, like that of Tutankhamun, were filled with celestial symbolism, everything from starry ceilings to detailed depictions of the pharaoh's passage into the sky to join the gods. Upon death, pharaohs were believed to ascend to the heavens, joining the stars and becoming one with the divine. Their tombs were not just burial places but gateways to eternity, ensuring that the pharaoh's soul would live on among the stars. Egyptian temples were more than just places of worship. They were also observatories of the heavens. Take the Temple of Abu Simbel, for example. Twice a year, on February 22nd and October 22nd, the sun would align perfectly with the temple's interior, illuminating the statues of Ramses II. This phenomenon, known as the Sun Festival, celebrated both the king's birthday and his coronation. It symbolized the divine connection between the pharaoh and the gods, showing that the king's power was not just of earthly origin, but also sanctioned by the heavens. In ancient Egypt, pharaoh statues were not just artistic creations, they were a representation of the connection between the earthly and the divine. These statues were made from durable, powerful materials like gold and stone, designed to withstand the test of time. The golden hue that dominated many of these statues was seen as a symbol of eternity and divine light, reflecting the pharaoh's place in both the earthly and spiritual realms. The statues of the pharaohs were meticulously sculpted, depicting them in static poses that embodied their power and eternal authority. It was believed that these statues didn't just show the physical form of the king, but also served as a means to summon his spirit and wisdom among the people, keeping him as close to the heavens as he was to the earth. Gold was used in crafting these statues to symbolize the spiritual connection between the pharaohs and the gods. This precious metal was seen as a means to strengthen that bond, linking the earth to the heavens and elevating royal power to a divine level. The pharaoh's statue wasn't just an image, it was a gateway to his spiritual existence. These statues were believed to ensure the presence of the pharaoh, both among the people and in the realm of the gods. They symbolized the eternity of royal authority and the cosmic balance of which they were a part. From the pyramids to the stars, from the pharaohs to modern satellites, Egypt's relationship with the cosmos is a testament to its enduring legacy. The ancient Egyptians were not just stargazers. They were pioneers, using the stars to guide their lives, their architecture, and their beliefs. As we look to the stars today, we can't help but reflect on the extraordinary vision the Egyptians had. A vision that saw the sky not as a distant, unreachable place, but as a gateway to eternity, a connection that still influences the world's exploration of space. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this journey through time and space, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more fascinating content. Your support helps us continue exploring the wonders of the universe together.